Gentlemen, before we begin with questions and such, are there... Nope, I said before questions. That's what I'm looking for. I'm thinking, so, it's been interesting because we're not in person for so often. Next week is only 2 school days. I just realized that this morning. I'm thinking of doing the test Tuesday. So we'd have a study day today, like in class for you guys, I guess, and then a study day Monday, given like an extra study day just because of the craziness that is this unit mostly. Any problems with that? Anybody feel like I want to write it on Monday? No, that was a serious question. Just checking. Okay, so we'll have it on Tuesday. That's decided. I'll change that in Power School if I remember. I'll try. Although apparently you guys are shut out from Power School right now, right? Okay. I'm telling you guys, check Power School. Let me know what mark you think. Ha ha ha. So I've figured out what I think your marks should be. I would like to hear a number from you, and then I'll probably tell you you're wrong. Usually, what seems to generally happen is people are like, I think like 65. It's like, no, I think 80. But be honest. If you go higher than me, but it's only by a couple percentage points, fine. Let's just find something that makes sense and works. Now, are there any questions? Anything you would like me to do? From either the textbook, I put questions from the exam on Classroom. I photocopied a bunch of practice questions. Those practice questions that I photocopied and put in the book, it's not like those need to be done. It's just those are more options. You can pick and choose your way through. One thing I think I'd said it on Classroom, maybe during a video, is you can kind of make up your own questions. You can just say like y equals 1/2 sine of 2 times x minus pi plus 4. Whatever. You can just make it up and then graph it, try it out, because you can always punch it into Desmos to see where you're at. Are there no questions?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay.
For 7A, it's mostly the values that I forget.
Okay, let's have a look. This is... Can you give me a page there, sister? Oh, if you don't have it right in front of you. Okay, it's like 190 on there. So 7A, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, write the equation of the following functions with the given characteristics. Okay, let me grab some scrap paper. For those of you following along on the video later. Oh, and also, if anybody here wants any of like this paper, I have lots. So just say so. Okay, so 7A, page 190. Write the following function with the given characteristics. Okay, so it's sine function. Amplitude is 2/3, so A equals 2/3. Period of 4 pi. Okay, so period equals 4 pi. We'll talk about that in a second. Horizontal phase shift is pi over 2 to the right, so that means C equals pi over 2. And vertical translation of 3 up, so D equals plus 3. So the hardest, trickiest part is the period. Now remember, the period equals, especially for sine or cos, 2 pi over the absolute value of b. If it was a tangent function, it would just be pi. So 2 pi over b. Now t we know is 4 pi, so 4 pi equals 2 pi over b. So we need to solve for b. So this becomes b equals 2 pi over 4 pi. Pi's cancel, 2 over 4 equals 1/2. Probably the trickiest part. So y equals 2/3 sine 1/2, another bracket, x minus pi over 2 plus 3. That negative sign is the default position. If this was moving to the left, it would be negative pi over 2. We would put a negative in here. 2 negatives would be positive. So if this was negative, the sign here would be positive.
In the back of the book, it said x minus 1 half. Like you say, pi over 2. For 7a in the answers.
X minus... Oh, that's right. You know what? I was doing this, I think, with somebody online the day before yesterday or something. Yeah, the back of the book's wrong. And that's something you can punch in. Oh, I guess it's not as clear. I was going to say you can punch this into Desmos, but it doesn't give you a graph or anything here to balance it off of. But yeah, the book screwed up. Does that make sense? Like, is this what you guys got?
Yes.
And you're wondering why is this the wrong answer? Yeah. Back.
I didn't even help with the b value.
Okay, but that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
This is it right here. This is it right here. The period is sine and cos is 2 pi. If it's tan, it's just pi. Because that's what the period would normally be, but then b messes with it. So if b is a fraction, if b is a half, then it doubles. Any other questions?
Yeah, I sometimes have a hard time finding the period by just looking at like a graph.
Okay, so which graph? Give me a graph to look at.
I don't know.
Any? Okay, so here, look. So right on the page here, let's look at.
Like 8A probably.
Okay, sure. Now it is a little bit tricky, especially trying to read these things. But 8A. So a period. I'm going to look at B first because it's easier, just to make a point. So one wavelength, like one complete cycle, is the period. So from here, this is right in the middle, and it's going down. So right to here. So here to here, that is one period. Same as if you went down here to here or top to top, as long as it's one complete cycle. So if we go top to top, we can do that here. So it goes from here, where x is pi over 4, to here. We don't know what x is. So now you're kind of handcuffed. It's like, well, what in the world do I do? This is halfway there. So pi over 4 to 5 pi over 4, you find that difference and double it. Does that make sense? It's like, let's just to make it super simple. If x here was 1 and x here was 3, it goes up by 2, which means x here would be 5.
Yeah.
And so that's all you got to do. Find the difference between these two and double it. Okay?
Yeah, so I think I did that, and then like the back of the book said something else. Maybe it was just me though.
Okay. Well, have a look, and if it still doesn't make sense, then let me know.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Number 9, I was kind of confused what it was asking.
Okay. Determine the equations of the graphs in question 8 if they are in the form. Okay. So what it's telling you is these are all cosine graphs, because they all very well could be sine graphs. Right? Because it has the same shape, exact same parameters. It's just a phase shift. So it could have said sine, and then it'll just be a little bit different. But treat them like cos. So just find the A, B, C, and D of each graph. Yeah. And so like it could say cos, it could say sine, but it wouldn't say tan. Like these are not tan graphs. Anybody else? Oh, and you guys are the ones that are going to be here on Monday. So Tuesday, say let's have the test on Tuesday, but you're not in the building. Well, and then not in the building forever, because Wednesday and Thursday are 5 and 6, and Friday is a parent-teacher thing. Awesome. So, I love this so much. How do you guys feel about just doing your test at home? Would that just be the easiest? I send you the test because you're not back for a long time. Go that route. Any problems with that? Is everybody able to print it off? Even if you're not, you can just do it like on loose leaf and then just send me the work, take a picture. Is that okay? Not ideal, clearly, but it's just kind of is what it is.
Yeah, would there be any extra like checking to see if you actually know, or is it just
What I could do if things are like uncharacteristically fill in the blank, uncharacteristically something. You know, if there's something really odd, then I might just say, hey, how would you do this question? And if you go, blip, 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 it's like, okay, good. You know what I mean? Like, I won't be trying to trick you. It's like if you nail it. So even if, let's say, somebody who generally does well, but hasn't really aced a test, if you absolutely crush this, then I might say, hey, how would you do that? And then if you were able to crush it, then you would know the stuff. It's not like I would say, okay, I'm going to give you a really, really hard question, and if you get it wrong, it proves that you've cheated the whole way through. Like it won't be like that. Like I trust you guys. I also know, I know temptation. It's like I'm really stuck. It would just take a second to look something up. So I'm just asking you, don't do that. And at the end of the day, it's what you know. It's not a test. I wanna evaluate for your understanding. So if you can show me you understand, then we're good. Any other questions to do for now? Seeing none, I will end this recording, and the rest of the time is yours, my friends.